right, we were back on the road. We were just leaving Santa Rosa Sound in Pensacola, which was by far our best fishing day. Caught some good reds. My dad won with the biggest fish, the biggest redfish, so that was cool. And now we're back on the road, headed towards Cedar Key. All right, see you in a minute. All right, we are here in Cedar Key, Florida. It's kind of low tide, if you can tell here. So I don't have a lot of hope that we'll get any good bites because it's pretty shallow back here. But I'm hoping there are some fish still hanging around and we will get lucky and catch a red or a trout or a black drum, something cool and something other than a catfish. Shaking his head like a catfish. Delete video. All right, guys. Tried the first spot, and it's tide's just a little bit too low. Somebody caught a catfish. It's never a good sign. So we're gonna go to another spot and see if we can't catch some fish there. I was told by one of my subscribers that it's a good spot to catch fish right now. He said he's been slaying some reds and triple tail even, which would be awesome because I never caught a triple tail. So we're gonna head over there and see if we can't catch some fish. Again, we got about an hour of sunlight and very little tide working with us. It's still a few hours away from even starting to move big time. So, you know, we'll see what we can do. And then otherwise we'll get a good night's sleep, maybe a nice dinner at Steamers. And tomorrow morning, hit this spot again when it's high tide because it should be pretty good. Anyway, see you in a minute. All right, we are at a new spot and we're getting a little nibbles. I caught a nice clam and I've seen some good fish, but I don't know what these little bites are. Little fish, I guess, maybe catfish. Not a lot of tide still, so there's not a lot of current here. Not a lot of depth, but anyway, we got a few more minutes, so hopefully we'll get something. There's a big black drum tailing right by my bobber. Wow, do you see that drum? Got him, got him, got him. Oh, grabbed it right off the thing. Two drum are right by my bobber. Well, that was really cool. Seeing these drum tailing. I mean, they're not just tailing, they're so big and it's so shallow over here. There's one right there. Their whole backs are out of the water. I've got shrimp on the bobber. I got shrimp on the bottom and nothing. And it's been within a couple feet of them. So it's pretty cool to see, but man, I would love to get a bite. I've been dying to catch a giant black drum for a while. So big, his back's out of the water. God, I want to catch that thing. My bobber is headed his way. So hopefully he will get it. That would be amazing. Good morning, everyone. I am still in Cedar Key. Hopefully be doing some fishing this morning in just a few minutes. Check it out. Looks good. Man, last night I was gonna do a closeout last night because it was just a really cool setting. Fishing over by the bridge, by the airport, where I was told the fishing was pretty good. It was still kind of low tide. But I did see a lot of action, as you see in the video, man. Those giant black drum tailing and just their backs sticking out of the water. And there was a lot over there. I must have seen at least 3 at the same time. Not going after any shrimp that I had, but they were tailing and obviously eating. And then I realized I had hooked a clam. I caught a clam. One of their favorite foods, and it was a giant one. On my line. I didn't even hook it. It just clamped down on my line. And I didn't even think about it when I had the clam. I just pried it off and threw it in the water and went back to fishing with shrimp. So that's a pretty big deal. I could have used that clam because apparently that's what black drum love. That's what they're nosing around in the dirt for, those big old juicy clams. I had one and I didn't use it. Stupid. Anyway, all right. we get out there today. I may get a couple extra things, maybe shrimp and maybe some blue crab or something, and see if I cannot catch one of these giant black drum. A redfish would be nice too. Always looking for trout, and I heard you can catch triple tail over here, so hopefully something like that. And I'll be on the water in a minute. See you soon. All right, we are back at the spot in Cedar Key. Looks great, tide is coming in. Just had a nice bite. So hopefully we'll get some fish soon. All right, so once again in this spot, there is a tailing red over top an oyster bar, right where my bobber is. I've been within like a foot of it, but it was faced the other way. So just like last time, I feel like it's only a matter of time before he's gonna eat that thing. So yeah, pretty exciting, pretty cool to see a big old red feeding back there. I just hope he goes after the shrimp. Doesn't feel like a red. No. Oh, it is the red. Barely hooked. All right, caught this redfish tailing finally. Pretty cool fish. Beautiful. All right, that was really cool. I finally got one of these tailing reds back here. Man, it looks so much bigger from a distance than it did up close. But anyway, great fish. Cool to watch a tailing fish go under and grab your bait. All right, had to leave the spot a little early because I fell in the water and tore up my feet and hands on an oyster bed. Not too bad, just one cut is a little deeper than I would like, so I had to come back and take care of it. So the lesson is always have a first aid kit with you. And maybe some shoes that you can walk in the water with. Cat sucker. Oh my God. It's a huge fish. That could be 20, 30 pounds. No way.
This is a red, bro.
It looks like.
No,
Oh
no! No, red. Oh my God! That was big, man.
no! Oh.
Now I gotta record the sand in your face. That just worked your ass.
Oh. No. All right, that was pretty amazing to see. Back at the bridge, we got to run to check out of the motel and grab the trailer. But I think we're gonna come back here because not only did we see that dude almost land that giant black drum, I mean, that was like 30 pounds, maybe more, 40 pounds maybe. It was massive. And I saw another one tailing kind of in the same spot, and we got shrimp everywhere. So I think we need a bigger, smellier bait for those guys. So I'm gonna get a couple things if my dad wants to come back when we have the trailer, and I gotta catch one of those, man. Those are just monsters. I've been dying to catch a giant drum like that. Come on. All right, guys, I'm back at the bridge. I got about a couple rods set up. I got some blue crab pieces. They're supposed to be really good for big black drum, big smelly crab pieces. I got some big dead shrimp, which is what that guy earlier caught his on. I got them on the bottom, I got them on the surface. So the only thing I don't have is some live shrimp on there. I may need an extra rod. Anyway, I'm like keeping my fingers crossed that another one of those big old black drum come by here. That would be awesome. Like catfish? Hey, croaker. Hey, little red fish. Another little baby red. I guess that's a lot of them out there. It's pretty cool. It's like a little snapper. I'm headed down to Sanibel now, so hopefully I'll do some fishing down there too. But trying, man, trying.
I'll see you.
Yeah, please do, man. What's your name?
Dale.
Dale John. It's great to meet you, man.
I'll keep up with you.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
All right, maybe back down the plan.
Absolutely, dude. All right, we are leaving Cedar Key. Good place as always. Just had limited time. Caught some nice reds this morning. Well, one nice red, a couple little reds. But it was pretty cool seeing those big black drum everywhere. All right, that's it. On our way to Sanibel. See you in a minute. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby.